What's up, you guys? Welcome to Fightful. Sean Ross Sapp here with a name you know. How could you not, man? We've been talking to this guy for over 5 years now. We had our first interview in Chicago in a boardroom of a convention. I don't know if you remember that, but by God, here, yeah, there you go. There you go. And here we are talking about NXT Deadline, Saturday, December 7th from Minneapolis. You guys can watch it on Peacock. You can go to the venue. An awesome, intimate setting. Very excited to see how that's going to work. We got Ethan Page. How you doing, man?
Great. I mean, anytime I'm chatting about WWE in a beautiful studio, dressed like $1 million bucks, I like talking to you too. So, I mean, this is just check.
Let's be real. Some of the times we've talked haven't been like wonderful times, but haven't been the
that's what happens when you're being honest, right?
I mean, yeah. And as I say every time, one day when our careers are long over, maybe some of the interviews that we haven't been able to release will actually be released. But by God, this one's getting released.
This one will for sure.
And you talked about the studio. It's beautiful, by the way. But your fashion has become a hot topic. And I don't mean like you shop at Hot Topic for your fashion.
I sure don't. I wish the price tag was Hot Topic. That'd be great.
But I mean, I remember once you said you don't wear a shirt on TV twice.
I did say that. Now, I don't think I can say that again, but what I can say with confidence is that
you're on TV too much now.
Took that right out of my mouth. So, good problem to have. I would say for me now, it's trying to not combine the same colors and put out the same like look or vibe. So this jacket I've worn more than once on television. I'll probably wear it again. This shirt, probably wear it again. I've never worn this together. You get an original combo today, and I'll never do it again. I'm just trying to make sure everything looks fresh. I never want to repeat an outfit or make people think of something else that had already happened because of what I'm wearing.
I actually saw Miz on the road talking about how he'll bring like his 3-piece suit. He'll make it a 2-piece combo. He'll bring an extra shirt. You can switch it up that way. When you get into jackets, man, then you're getting like you're starting to really make it high end. But are these tax deductible for you now?
Never mind high end. You can ask my tax guy. I don't actually know that stuff. Being good at wrestling is hard enough. So I would say I agree with Miz's great plan to have multiple options. I will bring one jacket, multiple different pants, multiple different shirts. It's traveling with the jackets that has become a giant detriment to my mental health because it's taken away one of my carry-on bags. Now my carry-on bag is the suit I have to wear to look good for everyone watching All Ego Ethan Page. No longer is my carry-on bag for my video games or what I want to have on the actual flight. So just saying, for the love of the game, All Ego always looks fantastic.
Oh, listen, I'm wearing the Nike shirt here. If I'm going to the scrums or junkets and seeing you, I'm wearing the suit, all of that stuff. I just wear the suit. I just wear the suit on the plane at this point because I don't trust any of my luggage to come out unscathed at this point. Like, I don't trust.
I'm sure I'll get to that point.
A fella, maybe known for his Hot Topic fashion sense, CM Punk.
Literally Hot Topic, yeah.
There you go.
I love a fashionista, that guy.
So you had some run-ins with that fella. Obviously, a person who people our age, probably an inspiration to a lot of us in wrestling and media, a lot of things like that. What was it like being in there with CM Punk, the good, the bad, and the ugly there?
It was interesting in a sense that we've crossed paths multiple places now. So I got to see how he operates across the board. That was interesting. You were talking about his fashion. I'll say the ugliest he's ever looked is in a referee shirt. Dumbest he's ever looked is raising Trick Williams' hand in a referee shirt. Sorry. I don't know. You're talking about arguably the biggest or one of the biggest stars in the WWE, maybe of like my generation of wrestlers. It was great to be able to ring in this new era of NXT on on our new home channel, the CW Network. It was a very big platform and moment and match. So, I mean, I'm grateful in a sense that I got to be in, I guess, CM Punk's stratosphere or whatever, to share the spotlight. That was cool. The things that followed up after, not too cool. Not too cool at all.
Who would win in a blood sport match,
Me.
CM Punk or Karate Man?
Oh, me. Any version of me. What I could wear this. I could wear this freaking outfit.
Okay.
And still, you're talking to a man that trained martial arts from the age of 4 years old, not 40 years old. 4.
Let me tell you, I was shocked when I saw your kicks, because that wasn't something you broke out like a lot in the ring. And then when I saw your kicks, I was like, this guy trained.
Always remember
kept that a secret.
Always remember this about illegal Ethan Page. He will only show you what he wants you to see.
Fair. That's fair. So you've made you made a great impression in NXT, and it's not just like working with new people. There are people that you're seeing there that you ran into years ago. Like, a lot of people might not know this. Yourself and Andre Chase were having matches a decade ago.
Dude.
Oh, Harlem Bravado.
Yep. This actually happened recently at the ECW arena show. I ran into Nunzio, Little Guido. We had a match in Hamilton, Ontario for Alpha One Wrestling, forever ago. And our relationship continued from then. So getting to see him after so many years was so cool. Even Roger, the guy that owns the ECW arena, 2300 arena, I was like, wait, Roger, you still own this place? And he's like, the hell? Are you that little 18-year-old kid? I'm like, yeah, buddy, that's me. So it's like, it's wild to go through this 18 years of wrestling, end up in the place that I've worked my whole career to get to. And through those 18 years, like you said, like Andre Chase is one of them, just going through these relationships with people and keeping those good relationships. And yeah, it's weird to see who ended up here at the same time as me.
Was there anybody like maybe 15 years ago when you're working in Canada that you locked up with and you're like, yeah, I'm going to be seeing them down the line?
Ooh. When I wrestled Sean Spears, this was for some show in like Mississauga, Ontario, or Toronto, Ontario. I want to say this was after Gavin Spears had wrestled for WWE.
Okay.
There was like a transitional period where he ended up back in the WWE before he started doing Ty Dillinger. And I had wrestled him, and that was the day that I kind of realized, like, oh, like there's like levels to this. Like, I was like, this guy's a lot different than all these other guys I've been wrestling in Canada. It kind of makes sense why he left the nest and ended up being so successful in the WWE. So that was definitely one where I was like, okay, this guy is different.
We've seen so many sides of you. I know you as a very funny guy. Has anybody cracked you up in the ring? Like maybe when you weren't supposed to?
Bryan Danielson.
Okay.
There is a level of comfort and confidence that Bryan Danielson has in the ring that almost puts you in the same mental space, which is an art if it's in itself.
Sure.
Yeah. He's a freak of nature, that guy.
I mean, buddy, have you seen my drop toe hold? I already know. I already know. Speaking of me, you're a collector, right?
Yeah.
I want you to rate my figures.
Okay. Which one?
A fan-made SRS figure.
Okay. Hold on. No. Stop moving it around so much. I got to figure out if that's a custom head or is that like a Matt Stryker head?
It is a Scotty Too Hottie head.
Oh, okay. Now I see it. Yeah, that is a Scotty Too Hottie head.
And I was like, you know what? Not bad. That is I'm not going to say what that. I'm not going to say what that stands for. I'm hunchbacked here. Hold on.
I was going to say, why do you have scoliosis?
Let me fix my posture here. I do have the lumbar issue, but here's one that's a little more custom made.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know the inspiration behind this, but right there with listen, we'll cover up that word. It was
Dude,
it was
pretty sweet though.
groin punching action is what that was.
That's a good finisher. I
Down
would say
there.
your arms look mildly too long for your body, and your legs look a little too short for your body.
You know who the figure looks like? You'll know this name. Looks like Giancarlo.
Oh, a little bit.
Looks like Giancarlo. There you
He has
go. So, as a collector, I have to ask, what are your thoughts on Hornswoggle's comments about the Blue Ranger?
First of all, they're wrong.
They're very wrong. That's why I threw in the allegedly.
Nobody, okay? Dylan Postel, very wrong. Started a very bad rumor that day.
Has a figure coming out from WWE, by the way.
Which we need to celebrate. And as a collector, we need to speak about the Hornswoggle action figure. So he has the DX Vault re-release coming out. Thank you, Mattel. Very exciting. Mattel is absolutely crushing it right now. Make sure you pre-order the Ethan Page figure when it becomes available. But I personally remember when I was collecting, there was a period of time where Swoggle's figure was one of, if not the hardest figures to find. It was, I think it's his first figure. Yes, dude. Hard as hell to find. I would love that figure to get re-released or just put out one of his original attire. I know he would personally love it, but I would personally love it too. The original look, please. The green
non-scoliosis edition.
Yeah, no. Only your figure is allowed to have that.
Well, I could have the Bernie. I could have that going on. Like I just walk around like that all the time.
Dude, they did pretty good. They tricked me with the head. If you could trick me with who the head is on a custom, it's good. It's a good custom.
I had to ask them. The fellow's name is Gregory Nelson, and I was like, not to be creepy, but how'd you do this? And he's like, Scotty Too Hottie head, but he painted in some of the hairline to make it more favorable for me. And I was like, all right.
I respect. Someone made a custom of me years ago when I first started, and they used a Carlito head, but they shaved off all the hair. They molded the hair, and I was like, I'll never figure out whose head this is because I would never guess Carlito. He had a giant ass hair.
A reminder, guys, NXT Deadline, Saturday, December 7th from Minneapolis on Peacock. You can also go to the venue. So, listen, I know you as a guy who's been...
Hold on. Thanks for doing what we came here to do. I appreciate it.
I mentioned it 3 times.
I love it. It's like, hold on, guys. Don't forget, NXT live on...
We plug it in all the articles and all the clips. Come on, man. I'm a professional here.
I love it. Thank you.
So... Listen, I know you as a guy who's been very helpful to a lot of talent. Like, in fact, when I found out you were working with Matt Hardy, I was like, these two guys are going to get along really well because very, very similar brains there. But we've heard of people like Sean Spears coaching at the PC, all that stuff. We know you as a promoter as well. You've done that very successfully. Is that something you do any of at the PC? Or are you strictly talent? Like, are you helping out? Like, are you teaching Evans how to do like flips and stuff? I hope so.
Yes. Anything you see athletic that Javon Evans is doing is strictly coming from Ethan Page. No, I would definitely say I'm not in a coaching position whatsoever. Are there people here that know of my history? A few of them. And I'll give advice if asked, but I'm not just kind of walking around trying to help these athletes jump ahead of Ethan Page. So no, I'm not really giving out advice.
I mean, you never know, right? Like, I mean,
there are people that I take a liking to, and I have taken a liking to, and I get along with great, and I see lots of potential in. My brain is like so wired like that. So many years of Alpha One, just seeing people on the road and being like, oh, there's something there. This guy, I need to bring him to Canada or whatever it is. So obviously there's people like that here, but I mean, Terry Taylor works here. So what the hell are you asking, Ethan Page? Just go talk to Pitt Finley. Go talk to Terry Taylor. You guys will be fun. No one's talking to Ethan Page. So
as we wrap up again, reminder, Deadline, it is Saturday.
Hell yeah.
December 7th from Minneapolis on
Minnesota.
Peacock. Who are a couple of the talent that you've looked at and you're like, I've been everywhere. I've seen who makes it to the level of NXT champion, world champion. They're gonna be there one day, whether it be a man or a woman.
Sexy BJ Ray.
Okay.
Might not be a name people know. If I had to guess and I was a betting man and I have been watching, or not even just watching wrestling, I've been a part of wrestling as a business for 18 years. That guy's going to be a star. If he doesn't screw it up for himself or get injured or whatever, there's something there. Everyone hates this guy. Everybody hates this guy.
I see it on social media.
I love him. Absolutely adore him. And I can't wait to see what he does in wrestling.
Well, Ethan Page, we can't wait to see what you do at NXT Deadline on Saturday, December 7th from Minneapolis on Peacock. Always great to talk to you. Always great to see you. Until next time, my friends, we're out. Buying pay-per-views on nordvpn.com/Fightful is going to enhance your pay-per-view buying process. Now, one subscription to NordVPN has so many different benefits, but if you're a big pay-per-view buyer like myself, UFC, boxing, pro wrestling, all that good stuff, any combination of the three, if they're doing a fight circus or something like that, this subscription will pay for itself after 1 or 2 pay-per-view buys. Change your virtual location, pay for it at the prices that other people are paying for it in the UK, in Australia, etc., etc. And you can get different interfaces. Maybe you don't like Peacock and you want to check out the WWE Network the way that it used to be, the way that it was designed to be, the easy navigation, so on and so forth. Maybe you want to watch AEW without commercials. Maybe there's some other overseas services that you can't subscribe to and you want access to them. NordVPN.com/Fightful gives you that with a great deal and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Even better, 24/7 tech support, so if you have trouble navigating any of it, they can help you out. Fastest VPN on the planet, NordVPN.com/Fightful.